LaQuisha gone, y'all. Kill the music. Oh yes, bitches and hoes. I'm back.
I'll drop a player like it's nothing, it ain't working out. Now no debate up for discussion, bitch, I'm walking out. My time is money, I ain't loving, let you toast it out. Flip my weave and walk it out, look how I just bossed it out. Now come on baby, why you bugging, we can't talk it out. I keeps it moving, I ain't tripping, lost another spouse. I'm just a boss, it's in my blood, no I won't scream or shout. Grabbing my keys.
Cause oh yes, bitches and hoes, I'm back. Back with another video. We here to discuss Basketball Wives season 10 episode like 38, girl. I don't know. It's gonna be down in the description. I hate these dogs that live next door, y'all. I hate them. I hate them, all of them. And I like dogs. I love dogs, but I hate the ones that live next door. These people got about 15 dogs over there. I'm about to call the SWPCA or whoever I need to call. This is getting out of hand, so excuse me for the dog barking. But anyway, girl, LaQuisha gone, and all we got now is Brandy and Duffy fighting over nothing. Let's get into the episode. The episode opens up, Brooke to the hallway, not 3, and Jackie is out there feeding the ducks. And we find out when they go out there to feed the ducks that Brooke wants to put together a fitness thing for the girls. She said because she has been on her fitness journey to get herself back in order mentally, physically, everything else, and she wants the girls to have the same experience. The problem is, them girls don't work out. You can look at them and tell. Not one of them work out. Sorry. But either way, in the midst of that, we find out that, Jackie lets them know that LaQuisha quit. And Brooke and Brandy, well, really, Brooke had the same response as me. Girl, why would you quit behind your baby daddy when you need the money now more than ever? Everybody's saying the same thing. But maybe she got a little coins, tucked away and she good, Brooke. They asked Brandy how she feel about it. Brandy was like, I feel sorry for her, seeing that she had them kids and all that. But other than that, it is what it is. Girl, let's move on. We move to the next scene. Duffy and Iman is talking, and he lets her know he signed the deal. Now, Iman, I see what you're doing there. You basically let her know, I know you saying I'm stagnant and I ain't up here where you want me to be, but I'm still doing more than you is right now. That's what I got from Iman. But he done signed the deal, and they looking forward to therapy. She said, because I don't really need to work on my communication skills. Really, it's you. And he was like, girl, I know you lying. Like, you can't tell nobody can't tell you nothing. So what do you mean it's me? We both need to work on our skills. But she said she really did realize that she's not a good communicator. And she said they had a lot of trouble understanding each other. Well, you think? But then she said it'll help with her and Brandy's relationship because, they good friends, good Judies, but she don't want to have to beef with her sister. Girl, that is not your sister. But she tells Iman about the fight her and Brandy had, and she said it didn't go left until she mentioned your name. And so I ended up mentioning Jason's name, and then that went downhill, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Iman tried to talk some sense into her. It was like, you got to let stuff roll off your back. And she was like, well, what if somebody said something about me? He said, I'll handle it accordingly, but I'm still not going to act like that. Didn't the people say sticks and stones may break my bones and words will never hurt me? That was a lie. But I understand the sentiment of being able to control your reactions in certain situations. Just saying something, I ain't going to say that. Because when Candace go off on Real Housewives of Potomac, I be wanting to jump across the couch too. So I can't really say that. I can't be mad at how this girl reacted to her stuff. Retract everything I was about to say. Let's move on. Brooke goes to see a lawyer. Brooke, if you pull up to one more lawyer's office, Esquire office, I'm going to sign the papers for you. We get it. You get a divorce. But at least this time she signs the deal, the papers. The lawyer was like, are you sure? And she was like, yeah, I got to put myself first. She said she's been going through it. He's been hitting her up and whatnot and whatever. But she's ready to move on with this portion of her life and move on to something bigger and better. And, she's just done with it. Let's move on, Brooke. We tired of it. Angel had her baby. Angel at the house, she had her baby. Jackie called her on FaceTime and was like, hey, girl, how you been? Angel said the baby's name is, I wrote the baby name down. Hold on. Prince Leon Youngblood. That's the baby last name. Youngblood must be Rock's last name. The baby is a cutie patootie. She said, since she had the baby, all the girls want to do a sip and see, and she feel all that, but it's too early with all this, 19 going around and all that. She ain't trying to do all that yet. So she gonna let the girl see the baby, just not yet. But she tells Jackie she is missing the girls and she wish she could be there for Brooke. seeing that she's going through a divorce because everybody has had that experience. Woo, woo, woo. And Jackie was like, well, you know, Brooke gonna be all right, girl. Brooke is doing okay, but you just, you know, make sure you take care of those babies. But she's ready to get back in the mix with the crowd. She's ready to get back into it. She was just like, girl, I, you know, had my baby time. As soon as I'm ready to jump back in like double dutch. Let's move on. We move to the next scene. Jason done made it down there to LA. Now, Jason done made it down there to LA. It's time for Brandy to convince her husband to move from the great state of Texas to the expensive state of LA or city of LA. Girl, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like this. I get it. If he made an agreement to help her follow her dreams or pursue her dreams or whatever the case, once he was retired, then he does have to stick to that. But at some point, you got to be smart. Like, LA, you really have to be in LA to sell a book? I don't think so. I mean, she got the cookbook, she cooking and all that, but to be honest, people eat more in the South than they do in LA. I probably would have did that in Texas. I think she just want to be in LA. But he made the decision to come out there. I mean, well, he made the agreement that he would help her follow her dreams. But anyway, they out there, and she's trying to convince him that she needs him there and the son there to be successful. She said she's been flying home every week and it's getting tiresome. She said he got stuff popping off in Dallas with the coaching and all that stuff, but I got stuff popping off in LA and I need them here. So she reminds him of the deal that they said that he would help her once he's retired, and he was like, I get it, I'm gonna help you on FaceTime. I said, ooh, he better support his woman. But she gets mad and she was like, you know, the way I traveled for you and was all over the world with you, like you down bad. You can't renege on the deal. Girl, she said it feels like a slap in the face. Well, turn the other cheek. Let's move on. Jackie goes to see British. Jackie go pull up on British. British got her hardware on. Her ankle bracelet. British got her ankle bracelet on. Jackie sees it and she immediately goes into tears. Oh, like she ain't never seen nobody with an ankle bracelet. Anyway, but British is taking it in stride. She said, you know, I was a criminal. I did crime, and now I have to pay the time. I shouldn't have went out of town without getting these people's permission. They give you that briefing before you leave from the probation office. But she felt like maybe she could do it because she was on TV. But anyway, she said she's taking it in stride, and it's okay. It's only temporary. And then she talks about how she talked to her daughter, and her daughter was so sweet. It was like, it's okay, mommy. It'll be our little secret, and we pinky swear it. And, you know, her daughter was very intelligent and accepting of it. And, you know, sounds like you have a very beautiful, sweet daughter, British. Keep up the good work if you the one over there doing the work. But anyway, Jackie feels bad that her daughter know, but the baby's all right, Jackie. These children is grown. They're not like we was, or not even us, y'all was back in the day. These children grown. Let's move on. Moving to the next scene. Now Jackie goes pull up on Brandy. And Brandy's got this new drink she wants Jackie to try. Of all people, of course, you're going to have Jackie try it. She's the alcoholic of the group. So Jackie tries the drink. She likes it. She was like, oh, Brandy, this is really good. So she's thinking about putting it in one of her cookbooks or in her cookbook. But while that's happening, Jen, Brooke, and Duffy are talking. So Brooke tells everybody she done filed for divorce. And everybody's acting like it's like she done went down there and adopted a child or something. It is what it is. It's divorce. It happens every day. People get divorced every day, B. But she lets them know that she filed for divorce. I hope you get a storyline, Brooke. We tired of hearing it. She said, but her husband be texting her saying that he want to be with her and he still love her. But she said she ain't dealing with it. She putting herself first. Now, Duffy brings up the conversation with her and Brandy and was basically like, you know, I feel like it went left. And the girls was like, you think? Y'all was going in on each other. Like, y'all go hard left. Y'all take a hard left when y'all get into it. While that's happening, Jackie asks Brandy about the beef, and Brandy's whole thing is you can't tell Duffy nothing. Like, Duffy really be feeling like, you know, she know everything and you can't correct her or you can't say nothing about her or to her, and it's just really getting tired. Jen tells Duffy that she's got to be able to be vulnerable in conversations, you know, because at the end of the day, Duffy, you do come off like you can't tell your ass nothing, like you tough, rough, and ready for the bluff. And so, you know, she's taking it all in stride. Brandy on the other side saying she don't play by her husband and her kid. None of y'all do, even though y'all husbands play with y'all with other women. Say what I said. But Brooke feels like she's confident that they can come back from their BS if they just put the work in. Duffy said, you know what? I'm going to see this conversational therapist. I think it's a communication therapist is going to help me communicate with my friend because, you know, I love my friend. I don't have to fight my friend. I love my friend. Listen, this is what I think. Brandy, you do talk down to Duffy. You do. You speak to her as if she's your younger sister, like your baby sister or like your child. I would have a reaction that would be not ready to be open to listen to if you were talking to me the way you talk to Duffy. Duffy, your problem in this conversation and in this issue is you can't tell you nothing. You act like you know it all, like the little sister who knows it all. Both of y'all need help. Both of y'all need conversation therapy or communication therapy, whatever you want to call it. It ain't a one-sided thing. It's both of y'all. But Brandy said she got too much to worry about with her family trying to get her man and her son over here. She can't be dealing with the whole Duffy drama. She got bigger fish to fry. She wants to have her husband there. And Jackie gave us some good advice and was like, look, girl, me and Doug just went through this because, you know, Doug out there working in Seattle. And she was like, me and Doug just went through this, so I know exactly what you're talking about. It was rough for me because, you know, I used to go everywhere my man go. But what we had to do was come to a compromise. And in that compromise, I know that, you know, I got the place here. He's got the place there. Whenever we have free time, we able to get with each other and, you know, spend time in either my place or his. And at some point, we'll be back in that space where we together all the time. Brandy appreciates that because one thing she do know, Jackie does have experience with having separation anxiety from her husband. She does. So she appreciates the doggone advice. Let's move on. Duffy and Iman starts therapy. It's a black therapist. Shout out to Dr. Keisha. Shout out to these shows putting these black doctors on here. I'm here for it. So the therapist asked Iman how he was feeling about the therapy. He was like, well, in my culture, this is unheard of. We don't do this. But I'm open to figuring out what's going on with me and her. You can tell he really likes Duffy. You really can. So he's like, I'm willing to, you know, sit here and see what's going on with me and my boo-boo. So they start talking about the issues that they having. His thing is she focused only on her feelings. And she feels like that's not true, but he pokes the bear. The therapist sees both of them and says that basically, Duffy, you interrupt him a lot. Like even when he starts to talk, you interrupt him. She asked him, what do you think about that? And he was like, you do that, and I don't like that, and blah, 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 blah. Duffy, shut the fuck up is what the lady said. That's where she going with it. Shut your ass up, Duffy. Let other people talk when they talking. You did the same thing with Brandy, even though you should have interrupted her because she was being very disrespectful, but you did the same thing to Brandy. Let other people talk. Like the lady said, stop talking, stop responding or listening to respond. Start listening to understand. You get it? Use that third eye, if that's even a thing. So Duffy realized that Brandy was telling the truth. And Iman said he likes the therapy session and, you know, he's looking forward to some more sessions. Moving on, Angel's kids come home from school. She says hard balancing 3 kids. And, you know, she got the new baby. She got the baby with Rock. And no, because the little girl asked where the baby was. And she said, oh, Rock is keeping him so I could deal with y'all or whatever. And, as the son goes off to do homework or whatever the case, she has a conversation with her daughter. And she tells her daughter, she's just like, you know, I know mommy's been a little busy with the new baby and all of that, but I want you to know that I still love you. I'm still here and we're still going to do our mommy-daughter things. But on the flip side, she lets her daughter know that she has to go back to work. The daughter's kind of a little sad about that because she was just like, you know, whenever you're working, you're not here, but I do appreciate the times that we have. Her thing is, girl, Mary J, Lil Kim, all the girls are calling. I got to pick up the phone when it rains. You get it? But she's going to balance the time out between her daughter and herself. I thought they have a cute little relationship. Moving on, Brandy and Jason take a cooking class. She said she's going to try a new approach to trying to get Jason to come on up out of Texas. So she's doing a cooking class. It's sexy. It's cute. You know, it's something that they can do together. And she says that she wanted him to see how passionate she was about cooking. So a cooking class was obviously perfect. So they do the cooking class. After they leave from the cooking class, they have a conversation. And she's asking him again, like, hey, what are you going to do? Like, are you going to help? I mean, not help, but are you going to move out here? She's beating in his head. You said you would. What's going on? And he finally, after playing around, he was like, I'm going to come. So it works out. He said, let him figure out some loose ends on that side with his coaching job and with the son and all of that, finish his school this year, 4th grade, I believe it was. But he's going to come out there and be with his wife. Go ahead on Jason. She's happy about it, but she don't think he's serious. Let's move on. It's the day of Brooke's event, her physical fitness event. Jackie come in there with some chips Talking about in case she get hungry, Brooke throw them away. Jackie said, girl, if I got high, if my sugar go up, you better have something around here for me to eat. I believe they sliced some oranges for you. Or as we say in New Orleans, oranges. Anyway, so they do the little fitness event, they do the workout. And right after the workout, they have separate conversations. So I believe it's Jackie, Jackie, Duffy, and who was the other one over there with Jackie, Duffy, and somebody else, and Brooke was over there with in one group, and then you had the three girls, you had British, Jen, and Duffy over here. So they both talking to each other. Basically, Jackie is over there telling Duffy, that, hey girl, you know, both people were wrong on both sides. We witnessed it all. It's a lot of things y'all need to get together and figure out. But y'all are really good friends. Y'all need to figure this out. You know what I'm saying? It's time for her to basically go back and make it right with her friend. Duffy feels a way about her bringing up Iman and all of this. Girl, why is y'all fighting over who said who man first? Who cares? Who cares? Because on the flip side, they're telling Brandon the same thing, and Brandon was just like, no, but you know, she just was bringing up Jason, and they had to tell her, when you told that girl she ain't had nothing between her head and it was air, that was wrong. And she had to eat that. She was like, you're right, it was wrong. But at the end of the day, she talks to me any kind of way. She acts really bad. But Jen and British is just basically trying to tell her delivery is all wrong. Yes, delivery meaning you talk to people really, really bad as if you're above them and they're beneath you, and nobody's going to listen to you when you come off from a sense like that. But Brandy's holding on to the fact that Duffy needs to shut up and listen. Duffy's on the flip side saying she thinks the communication will help, so they all get together. This all the girls together. This is where the episode kind of goes off. Jen basically says, girl, look, this is what it is. Maybe poor words were chosen on both sides, but we feel like y'all have a strong enough bond and friendship that y'all can get this thing together. Y'all just need to respect boundaries and figure that part out. But they start talking about who said who man first. Brandon said, well, I appreciate you saying I talk to Jason any kind of way. Duffy said, no, you brought up my man first. And they go back and forth, back and forth. And in my mind, I'm sitting here going, why do we care? Listen, this show is trash already, first of all. This what we arguing about? Listen, ever since I watched SWV, I'm grading everybody now. Basketball Wives, throw it away. Just like I say, throw the Real Housewives of Potomac away, throw Basketball Wives in the trash with it. Don't want to hear it. This is trash. I don't care who talked about who man. I don't care. I don't think nobody out in this world cares. And to be completely honest, I've done it before. I quit reviewing this crap. I'm trying not to curse so much. Shout out to the girl who was in my comments telling me don't curse within the first minute of the doggone episode. I have to watch myself. You know what I'm saying? I ain't monetized yet. And from the looks of it, I ain't going to get monetized unless I get a little handle on my words. But anyway, Basketball Wives is trash. It's done. We're beating a dead horse at this point. Their beef is stupid. It might be genuine, but it's stupid. At least it ain't made up like Potomac. But either way, it's stupid. Nobody cares. I don't care who said who man first. Y'all grown. I just wish they replaced all these shows with SWV. Let them have spinoffs to spinoff to spinoff. I'll watch them girls go back and forth all day before I watch this. Anyway, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all thought. I was not spending a whole bunch of time on this. Didn't have it to do. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on the tickety-tock, and I will see you all later. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.